And mousesports, especially given the circumstances right now as it stands, because we are kind of in that half LAN, half not, right? Still playing in the hotel rooms. So
Getting there.
you know, we're getting there, but we aren't quite there. And so Heroic haven't fully degenerated in terms of skill, and mousesports, I think, are going to be a little bit more reliable on that front. So this is a perfect match to end the day with, Anders.
Yes, it is. So let's get it on the way. Mouse are going to be starting on the T side, and it's going to be the CT side for Heroic. So here we go. Best of one. Shush with the dualies. And so far, they're down the ramp. They are really quick about it, not slowing down at all. Tessa's missing the shots down. Oh, they run right in front of him. What a big double kill. And KDM will take down Frozen. Talk about collateral damage. One of those kills was intentional. I'm not sure if the other one was. We're going to have to look at the replay for that one. Acor and Robs, 2 versus 4 to try and bring it back. And the bomb is committed to the bomb site. So they can't escape. They can't fall back and play for time. They have to go for this one. And that is really, really painful. They have a Molotov, but not even sure where to use it at the moment. KDM will take down Acor. So now it's a 1 versus 4 for Robs. And he's got a minute left. Kind of well known for playing these situations as slowly as he can, for checking as much as he can. Very thorough player in that sense. Molotov will not help him. And getting shot at the back by the dualies, and shush, it is Heroic to win the opening round here.
Yeah, ooh, that is just a very fortunate turn of events, let's say, for Stavn with how that played out.
Yeah,
and you know, sometimes that's just the way it is. You see these sorts of turns of events, and that's just how it goes. Heroic, they get it to break their way in that pistol round. It looked so good up until it didn't for mousesports, and so now mousesports, they just have to kind of take that one on the chin, and they've elected to go for the force buy in this round. So we've seen both strategies today now, where if you lose the pistol round without getting a bomb plant, you just hard eco and get rifles in the 3rd round. And while mousesports are trying to say, you know what, we're not going to let it get that far. We're going to try and win out here and catch you off guard, Heroic, and not let you get your feet on the ground here on the CT side.
Robs is playing right on the other side. KDM with the dualies, trying to click that as fast as he can. But the Tech-9 is just going to come out on top. So KDM is down. Not a big loss necessarily, but not what he was expecting either. Down is going to be taking down Bimas and slowly picking them apart here. Obviously, a fun wrinkle in this game as well is the fact that Acor and Shush used to be on the same team on Mad Lions, you know. Former teammates now fighting to try and win.
Yes, indeed. And well, you know, I think there's going to be a lot of attention given to the duel between Acor and Cadian as those oppers. It's going to be really cool to see. But again, I don't feel like we really get those dominant performances from Acor. I feel like he's still one of those players who needs to step up and find his groove here on mousesports.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a bit of a curse, I feel like, if you are someone like Acor, because in the games where Acor is somehow in the zone, it's actually probably almost impossible to stop him. But if that game is only 1 in 5, you still have to think about what's happening in the other 4 games. I mean, that's not a workable solution. Again, I say that as someone who's essentially president of the Acor fan club. I really like this guy and the way that he plays. I think it's so entertaining that I just can't not enjoy it. But
okay,
if I had to, if you had to think about it from the point of view of what will work long term, though, so far it's not been proven to be a strategy that can work in that sense. It's just the downside of doing it is that you die, you throw away a rifle that costs $4,750 and you do that too much, it's gonna all fall apart basically. So you've got to, yeah, it's fun, but I kind of have to agree. Unfortunately, I have to agree that it's not sustainable. Maybe they've already had that conversation. Maybe this could be one of the changes to Mouse. Or maybe the obvious place to look for a change is say, listen, Acor, we're not going to try and make you not play the style that you like, but just sometimes you have to play the percentages. You have to just, I know you just got to kill and you want to repeak it, and you want to repeak it for a 3rd or 4th time, but just don't do it.
This might be, that might be, oh, what a shot. All right, that's an M4A1 that's now out in the wild. Do we have any support there to make sure that mousesports can't pick it up?
Look at Cadian, though.
Yeah, Cadian's just a man on a mission. He knows that somebody's on silo, but he's looking for more.
Yeah, this should be the multi-spray down. Oh, one of them turns, so firing, and he only gets the 1. Oh no, the grenade probably will take care of Bimas. No, he actually doesn't walk into it. Looked like he was about that one will, though. That one did it.
Oh, and they recover the A1 as well. So we do have both rifles in play. If Refresh can just make his way over here and find that FAMAS, then Heroic are good. But this is still a great eco round from mousesports.
Sure.
A terrific eco round from mousesports. I was about to say that Heroic are getting off to the best start possible on this CT side, in that they get this hard eco round to build an economy off of, and yet here we go where mousesports get 2 kills off the back of it. So Cadian will have ample funds to buy his AWP, no problem there for him. But you know, Stamina and Refresh are gonna have to spend some money that perhaps they were hoping that they wouldn't have to. So,
I mean, we just had the conversation right around it in the previous matchup here on Nuke. How much it matters having that CT side economy, and both sides had really a lot of money to work with. So getting a couple of kills like that, even if you know you're going to lose the round, you can build on it. You can keep the pressure on, and that's what you need to right now if you're on the mouse side of things. A little bit of a timeout here. I'm assuming technical rather than tactical. Yeah, but luckily at the start of the round, so we prefer those rather than in the middle of. And mouse, I mean, again, it's so early. It's not really not much to talk about from their point of view. We'll have to see if they could do something cool here.
Worry too much about it just yet.
Yeah, just a little bit too early to really call it.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna get too out of hand here.
Wonder though if they will try and test some of their defaults, right? I mean, many teams have different ways of doing smoke walls out in the yard and just getting down secret. That's such a common way of doing it, whether you're doing the traditional wall or the one that's closer to mini. Either way, there is I mean, if you can get that default to work and actually get people down to the lower side of the map, you've got so many options, right? So maybe you want to do that before you start to reach for the more exotic strategies that involve vent dropping and maybe, you know, going around CT spawn to heaven or hell. Sometimes you just want to see if the normal stuff kind of works for you, because if it does, then you've got something that can be replicated over and over and over again. Like if your strategy is getting down secret, but then planning the map from there or the round from there, well then, you know, you can keep doing that for 15 rounds in a row basically. There's enough variation. Acor's picked up an AWP as well. Makes me happy at least.
Now can he actually hit anything with it? I'm not just gonna jump on the Bash Acor truck. I know that there's seats on it available.
I think the criticism is pretty legitimate, though. Unfortunately, like I said, I wish it was just, you know, just about bashing him, but it is kind of true. Happy to be proven wrong, though. Again, like I said, he does have some games that are just outrageous. So if it happens right now, well, then that would be probably a much welcome situation for Mouse. Cadian shooting with the USP instead of the AWP through the smoke. All right.
Oh, nice HE onto Frozen. Oh, that did some damage.
Ouch. How did it... Was it more than just the HE?
I think he took a bullet, too.
Alright.
But that was pretty painful. And now, I mean, I'm curious to see if he's just going to wait here for the information gather. He's expecting somebody from Heroic to have rotated down from Secret and try to get some information. But Heroic, instead, are focused on the yard right now with the setup. And this is just a standoff. 50 seconds left on this clock.
Smoked down by Hell. As you said, Frozen's already low from earlier. 45 seconds. They are walking towards the ramp ever so slowly. Cadian is here as well. Oh, and he gets absolutely trucked. He's down low. Are they going to check this, though? Down is all the way back here, and because they already caught one of them, they might not even look. But Masco's down, and they're falling back off, and he knows he's going to call it in. This is such a readable play coming out right now from Mouse. Because they found that one player, they know what's coming next, but Rops is still here and still fighting. Refreshers down and out. Now it's a 3-on-3, and in spite of the fact that you could see that coming from a mile away, they're still able to do a lot. No scoping Acor, though. Oh, that is actually exactly the kind of move that Acor himself would have gone for, but Cadian is going to be quicker this time. The bomb is planted, sure, but it is a 3 versus 2. And Dexter and Robs, each with an AK. No grenades left on them, though. Molotov not behind that box. Robs is hiding there and down. He knows he can't really lurk him out. Oh, and the timing for Robs! It is so good! And he's going to find a second kill. Might even be a third here. Straight headshot to take down Stown. Robs officially here. The Major and Cadian is going to have to walk away. Nice round from mousesports.
Triple kill for Rops, and that's why he is one of the most valuable players on the planet right now. That guy, he doesn't miss very much, Anders. He is so good. just shuts it down completely. And that also on the refresh push through hot. Refresh got a little antsy there, trying to make a play, trying to get some info, trying to pull a fast one, but Rops on that angle, it favors him. And so this is Staven in his position where he gets to clear ramp and say nobody's around, but Frozen, his patience is rewarded. He catches out that rotator, and from there, it's all just Rops locking down the upper bomb site. So well done to mousesports and well done to Rops, and that's so key that they get on the board early here. So they're in there with the round now. 1-3.
Oh, that is another killer grenade outside.
Nice bombardment.
I'm still so shocked that Heroic couldn't get into a better position or even just play retake on the A-bomb side if it really comes down to it, because it felt like they sacrificed way too much in spite of that they knew what was coming. They knew what the next play there was from the side of Mouse.
Might have been Refresh just trying to make the play there instead of waiting for the play to come to him. You know, trying to be proactive on that.
Yeah, it could have been. It definitely could have been.
That can that would hurt, but Refresh he hits shots, so it's not even like he, you know, it's not even like he misses shots that often.
No, he's pretty good.
He is very good. So it's a tough situation there. Cadian though, ooh, shot the shoes. What happened there?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Dexter probably lucky to be alive. Cadian.
That was bizarre.
He wants that opportunity back. If he gets that one, it's a 3-on-5, and they probably win the round right then and there. Climbing out. Ooh. Acor saw it, but wasn't able to get the kill on him. And Stown's going to be also probably lucky to be alive here. 35 seconds. They need to make a move. Rops getting into position. The hero of the previous round. Could he do it again? Refresh is right there in front of him. Dexter trying to go over the flank, but he's down and out. And yeah, once again, this is very readable for Mouse. Once they see what's coming on that Heaven play, they can kind of probably guess most of the rest of it. And Acor's going to be walking out with the AWP trying to save that one. So Heroic 4-on-1.
But what's the difference this time? Refresh wins the duel versus Rops, and Rops is not able to can opener that bomb site.
All right, that's a really odd angle.
But now Acor hoping to survive this round, and to be fair, Heroic, I mean, you can try and take this off of him, but surviving with your guns as well is actually a pretty good thing to just keep building that money on the Acor gets away with an AWP. It's not the end of the world, whereas you guys building up an economy, that's going to be important. So 3 survive, they'll be able to drop some guns around and make sure that they are fully kitted out going into this next one. Staven, 145 ADR. Ooh.
Yeah, he's off to a pretty decent start. But all of Heroic right now in general are just playing a really good game. 4-1 in their favor. No shots from the AWP early on there.
It really feels like mousesports are going to have that duel between Refresh and Rops. Like, Rops has done his homework. He knows where Refresh wants to play. He knows how Refresh wants to play aggro as well. And so I feel like we're going to get that standoff a lot between Refresh and Rops. It's going to be the mind games. Who's going to push, and how is that angle going to get held?
Yeah, I would hate to be up against Robs in any kind of scenario like that. Again, he is such a lethal player. There's absolutely no doubt. Frozen playing up here with the Deagle. Again, they're not really short on firepower on the Mouse side. That's one of the things that makes them so scary. Everyone here can step it up in a massive way. Refresh is playing down the secret stairs. 55 seconds on the clock now. Bomb is being brought back towards the lobby, so I don't know. They're kind of using the Deagle and the AWP out here to look for any kind of opening that they can get, and they just haven't found them yet. Acor is, yeah, he's going to get tapped away. Refresh not even worried. He misses a couple of taps there, but he's like, whatever. One of these days we'll hit this shot. It's going to be fine. Dexter, first kill of the map for him. Right there taking down Cadian. It's pretty good. Another kill would have really been helpful here. Frozen, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done. He's been spotted now as well. And now, yeah, they could just go hunting. Eventually, they're going to get their flashbangs and all. Stown will get the kill, and it's another round for Heroic. And they only lose Cadian. That's fine.
Yeah, they'll take that trade any day of the week, especially because Shush was able to hold on to the AWP. So they will be just fine in terms of gear this round, Heroic. And that was a round of eco coming up for mousesports, so it's not the end of the world. They weren't able to get too much out of it. They got the single kill on Cadian and no bomb plant, but they'll have the money to buy this round of this. That's what they're most concerned with, although they don't have a whole lot of nades to work with. So a little bit painful on that front. Cadian, oh, this is sick. Oh, what, did it just overshoot Dexter? It did. That's such a shame.
Yeah, it did. I think he probably went for the keybind jump there, and it just goes so much further than he was expecting. Probably the regular one would have done it. Jump up. Oh, what a catch from Cadian. Dropping Dexter, blowing him out of the sky like it was a flat cannon. Down, trying his best to get something through the smoke, but that was a beautiful spot. I actually am so impressed by that. 4 on 5 now, and they're being slowed down. Mouse, that was their big explosion. That was their moment to create some chaos. Even if they trade evenly out there, they can probably get some people down below and cause a little bit of chaos, but not working at all for them here.
No, indeed. And well, at least they're down in secret with 2. And so it's a question of whether or not they can catch Refresh napping, but now, yeah, Refresh is dialed in right now. He is ready for this. Yeah. It's going to come down to timing. We'll see. Yep, perfectly done. Both shots. Bomb dropped. There's all the info. Rops right now is just wondering what happened to the rest of his team. But at the same time, I mean, his teammates could be wondering what happened to Rops. He's still sitting only on the 4 kills. He had that one strong round on A site, but since then, he's been quiet.
I mean, I think in general right now, Mouse are just getting shut down really hard. There's no one is actually doing much of anything in terms of kills, at least. Is
he just showing off that he has a signature sticker? And, you know, it's like, no, you guys have signature stickers.
Who wouldn't? Now is the time to do it. He's going to be backing out with the AK in hand because they don't have a lot of money either. So, what a strange nuke that we're seeing here today. This is almost like a recall to the previous match where we were sort of wondering, like, why is it so CT-sided? Because, again, that doesn't normally happen that much these days.
No.
Cs usually have a lot to say on this map. So, gotta say, again, I'm really impressed. 6-1. That shot from Cadian, though, that was the real deal.
So now Rops is going to have that hero AK to play with, and we can see what he can do here. But yeah, we'll get the replay of Cadian catching a mid-air, bam.
This is even a headshot.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, again, you have to see that coming, right? You have to set up that kill before it happens in your mind, and he did, and it worked.
Tactical timeout called here by mousesports. Oh, magic.
Yeah.
For a second, dude, I thought we were looking at the T's. And now we're looking at the CTs. How did that work?
That's brilliant, isn't it?
My mind.
8th round is coming up, and Refresh 8-1 on him. Shush is 6-2. Stown is 7-3. I mean, is 6-3 on Cadian. They're all playing really well. This is very impressive at the moment, isn't it?
Just trying to put a finger on what it is that they could change up, because again, round of eco, just the hero AK from Rops again. So he'll be the one with the firepower this round. Very light on the grenades, mousesports. So they're just rinsing and repeating. No need to necessarily try and change it up when you don't have the firepower or the grenades.
Stown. He is going to put down a little bit of a smoke there.
Sato's just going ham next door.
I'm hearing it too.
You're hearing it through the wall, yeah.
The walls are thick, but
Sato did warn me that he would be at risk of blowing out his voice.
Good. I've got similar plans, but all of these teams right now are playing it so slowly.
They are, yeah. They're playing a very calm game.
55 seconds.
Measured.
They started to walk down slowly. AK there. Robs, he's kind of the third man in at the moment. So, you know, it's not a bad idea if you could use some of the pistols to sort of have some of the CTs give away their positions. Then Robs could come in, shoot them in the head afterwards. It's a decent idea. Cadian, though, this is actually very, very dangerous. I don't know if he's realizing. Yeah, they're going to come for him. That seems like a massive misplay. They must not have realized. I actually cannot explain what just happened. This here to be a bomb plant and an AWP, maybe? Can they get that? They're trying to get close at least. What a weird round this is. Now the bomb is planted, and the pressure is on Heroic for no good reason.
Oh, he tried to use the HE to blow the AK the op back to him.
They're giving up the round.
That was so clever.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I mean, that's why try and deny it if you can. They're still hanging around here, but that's one kill. That kill happened at 33-ish seconds, with Cadian just being on his own, not even aware. They seem like that they could come in from decon And they absolutely could.
Oh.
That is wild.
Dexter's recovered the AWP as well. So they will survive the round. Bomb goes boom. mousesports get a second round on the board, and that is off of just an eco round. A hero AK from Rops gets the kill on Cadian, and that's it. Unlocks the round.
I mean, they didn't even need the AK in that moment, right?
No.
They just needed Cadian to be out in the open with no backup. Heroic must have known they had walked down there. They just must have. Wow, that is...
Yeah, it turns out, you know, they knew Anders and came back to bite them in the butt.
Yeah, they didn't care. Didn't react.
No, they didn't. Now, however, it is going to be a full buy on both sides. Heroic had the money to rebuy, so it's not going to be the end of the world. mousesports now, though, a little bit more spread out. Smoke wall is being established out here, and Frozen moving right behind it, trying to stay one step ahead. Very cool pace getting set here by him.
There's so much to look for. Is there a gap in the smoke? Are they, you know, where are they walking around? Down is out here. Not seeing anyone yet, but obviously realizing, yeah, we don't really know what's happening in the yard any longer. Someone could be out here. Again, this is so early on to get someone into this position. You can build a lot around this, especially if you can lurk in a kill somewhere. Oh, but look at the lobby push that's coming out from the CT side. They're not going to realize, are they? Oh, big misstep. Shush. That needed to be his kill. Refresh goes for it, and he's going to be able to pick one up. But that is still probably should have been a little bit cleaner. Stam will take down Dexter, and now it's a 3 versus 4.
And still trying to find some value here. They have that bomb. They have not committed to the upper side. Frozen's going to be working his way into upper. And is there somebody ready for that kind of play? It doesn't look like it off the top. It's going to be Frozen working up here. And now Refresh has to be aware that this is an option because they're about to get crunched. And yeah, Stallman's going to be the one watching Heaven. Refresh is a little worried about it, though.
20 seconds on the clock. I'm worried about it. There's the lineup for Stalman. That's all he needed. Tessus will get the final kill. They left it very late. This is so... It's so interesting how they're playing it so slowly. And these are not teams that I would normally expect to try and do this kind of thing. It's 7-2 though, and they get that round for free, not this one but the previous one, and they kind of give it right back to Heroic. Dexter is on 1 kill, Acor is on 1 kill, Bimas is on 2 kills. They just need a higher output in some of these rounds, and they're not getting it at the moment. Man, what a strange world that we've ended up in on Nuke here. I was not expecting it. I don't know what's happening.
Bizarre is right.
Frozen gets double naded outside and he's down to 50 health. That's unfortunate. Can he try and track anyone down for the smoke? He's... Nope. He's down with a straight headshot.
Ah, perfection.
I was going to say they did some damage to Cadian, but it's not enough.
That was beautiful. These new ragdolls are so sick.
Yeah.
These headshots are just meaty now. Brutal. And well, now are we going to get Tessus? Wow, the greed.
Cadian going for it. Refresh going to pick up 1 kill there. The bomb is actually committed to the hut now, so the guessing game has gone away. Rops with an entry. Shush with a refrag. Acor with a nice little flick there. He saw that coming and able to pick him off. And Tess is now 1 versus 2. Walking in behind them. Dexter, he read that so well. And look at the timer as well. There was almost nothing left there.
Yeah, there was nothing left. They managed to win that, and I'm surprised that Tessus was a little bit slow there. Was he worried about the flank or not, or was he expecting his teammates to survive just a little bit longer? But that feels like a round that was in Heroic's control completely. They had a 2-man advantage, didn't they? Yeah, they had a 2-man advantage, or a man advantage as Cadian gets picked. And yet they somehow managed to lose that round.
7-3.
It's just bizarre. Very, I mean, the staggered approach there from mousesports and just running down the clock really puts the pressure on and just makes it so that at that point, Heroic, they have to play it perfectly because they're just playing turtled up on the bomb site. If they miss any shots, they're doomed, and that's what we saw here. Not able to hit some shots, and that's going to cost them big as the tactical timeout has been used. All of that bank, however, is now getting tapped on the side of Heroic.
7-3. Still, yeah. That money on Heroic is the real difference maker right now. I mean, this is a pivotal round in the first half. If you had to sort of chart a graph, this is where either Heroic keep going up and up and up because they win this round and they keep the economy and they keep the dream alive. But if mousesports win this one, it's probably going to be a pretty big dip coming in from the Heroic side, and Mouse could be right back in the game. Oh, there's a little bit of a Molotov to try and slow down, but I don't think it creates any kind of a gap. Maybe, is there one? Down there is. Oh, wow. And that's almost impossible to read on the T side. If you're not aware, he's going to take down Frozen. He saw him walk past. This is, from the T side, that probably looks like it's almost a perfect smoke. Like, that covers everything, surely, right? You might not be able to see it. That's heartbreaking. 4 and 5, though.
They can't seem to find a break here, mousesports. Every time they get one round on the board, the next round just seems like they get picked apart.
You say that as Robs almost gets taken down through the smoke. That could have been really painful. 50 seconds now. He's waiting for it. That smoke is going to block him off for a long time. Acor walking in with the AWP down below. This is... I don't think I've ever seen Counter-Strike this slow. Even when VP are playing it, it doesn't work out this way. I'm actually a little bit surprised. It's down with a good kill. Bamas with one return down to 30 seconds. Refresh thinking about it, but no scope by Acor. Rops goes down. They want to get up there and try and see if they can do something, but Bamas has got the bomb. It's not worth it. It's a 2-on-3. Can they find a way to get into the bomb site? Door opens and the bomb gets dropped. That's an important kill for Tetris and a missed opportunity for Acor. He had to run on there. He was out of time, so had to just basically go for it. 8-3. This is some slow Counter-Strike.
You see that pistol fake from Tessus there? Just a little chuck. See if I can't draw the attention as I go for the wide swing.
Why not?
And they do it. They do it. This is sick. Very well played here on Heroic side. They're showing that they're perfectly capable of playing this slow, drawn-out style of Counter-Strike. As mousesports are using every second on the clock, Heroic are showing that they don't care. They're perfectly fine. They're hitting the shots when the chances offer themselves. And so, Mouse, this is truly the nightmarish half. They win around and then are just unable to chain them together. And so that's just going to make life so difficult for your economy. You've got nothing to build on. It's another round of eco coming up for mousesports. And Heroic just keep having the money to buy. Now they're going to get around to farm up some more cash. And it's just going to keep making it easier and easier for them to stay in this half. And once you get up to 9-3, I mean, we're assuming Heroic win this anti-eco, then you know, you're going to be starting to feel pretty good about your CT half. 9-6 is decent.
Yes, it is. I agree. The 9 is probably like it's
like the cutoff, you know. It's like, okay, we at least won this half, and now everything else is gravy.
Yeah, success at that point in time for sure. They've let them down into the B bomb site. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. Even with the bomb plant here, that's kind of all right. It's better to do this than what they did last time, where Cadian got caught in the middle of it. Robs has picked up an AK though, and he's got a second kill of the round for himself. He's gonna get bested by that AWP at range, and Cadian just keeps going. Frozen walking up behind 1 versus 2. Oh, this could be done. Frozen, he's got one. Oh, and the follow-up double kill. That is beautiful. He just snuck in there. They were never expecting it. And that is Mouse stealing a round away from Heroic.
Totally, total thief. You know, where it's like you're at the drive-thru and you're reaching out to grab your bag full of burgers and some guy just runs by and just snatches them. That's exactly what happened right there.
I've never had that happen, and I'm not saying anything without a lawyer present, but I might run someone over if that happened. They might not make it out. They might not. The burgers might not survive either, Sembler, but I'm just saying.
Just wrecked.
That's not gonna happen.
They just got robbed.
Oh my god, it just looked like he was about to turn the corner. So please, please. So everyone calm down. 8-4.
Well, this is actually just throwing everything completely out of whack, because now Heroic are the ones who have to eco. That was a round where they should have just smashed Mouse and continue to build that economy. And now they lose everything. Mouse are fully equipped, and they're the ones who are left scrabbling.
It's absolutely a mystery how they're losing. Oh, is he going to get stabbed? Refresh, he's trying. No, Robs!
There you go.
He had his back turned and everything.
That's what you get trying to go after Refresh.
We saw it on the X-ray outline. How did he not stab him? He's in a vent with his back turned. There is nowhere that he can stab without it being the back.
His name wasn't Dallas?
I guess not. I guess not.
He saw him on the motion tracker at the last possible second, turned around, and the element of surprise was lost.
Damn. That is very weird, isn't it? This whole first half has just been a mystery to me. I honestly I'm kind of struggling. 2 of the rounds that mousesports have won. One of them where Cadian goes down and the B bomb side alone, and then this last one where they just, I mean, never mind that Frozen gets it. That was just great. But even how did it even get to that point? Why was it even a 1 versus 2? They knew everything that was coming. They had the full overview. Frozen's going to be going down, but the bomb safely planted, and they should be just fine here, Mouse. But giving up to AKs is kind of also a little bit of a...
What? They're trying to make up their mind? Like, what are they doing?
No, they're surely not going. There's no way.
I was just watching the... There, you see Tessus? He's just got the line on Vents. Just in case.
Yeah, definitely. I still want to know how he didn't stab him.
You know, it's that sixth sense. The players just know they've got somebody at their back.
Yeah, but he tried. He tried and failed, and then spun around. So it's like, it's just very confusing. 8-5.
He tried and died, Anders.
Yeah, he tried and died. That's how it goes, isn't it? It's very sad.
Yeah, that's why you can't fail.
14th round coming up. Acor is back with an AWP.
Ooh.
That's not a bad shot.
Yeah, okay. This is it now. 5 rounds on the board for mousesports. Are we going to get a half out of mousesports here, or are Heroic going to regain control of the situation? This is the question now. That's why early on, the entire first half of this map is just, you kind of just have to see how it develops, but you're not reading too much into the score, because now here, as we get to the end of this half, this is where it really comes together. Either mousesports are going to not tie it up, but get 7, or Heroic are going to smash them. What is going on here? Acor was just completely unaware of the option that Katie could be here.
They were gambling on no one being there. Frozen, though, he'll make up for it, and then some. Taking down Katie and it's down both. Clean shots coming out there.
That's problematic.
Tessus, yeah, he's walking to greet him, though. Oh, he's going to be slowing it down, so Tessus might just be completely fooled by this. I like this freeze. He's almost got it. That is so close. But Tessus will be able to fall back as well. So still a little bit of a wait out here before anyone will have the next battle. There's an opportunity. They just see him. 50 seconds on the clock.
He heard him close as well, so there, he gets the information at least. And that's the must-win duel. 2 health on Robs. 2 health left.
Yeah, but you're right. If they'd won that one, 3 versus 4 at that, or sorry, 3 on 3 at that point in time, they could have done a lot with it, especially like you pointed out. He actually just found 2 people outside, so they would have had a lot of information to play off of. Shush starting to make his way down, and that ladder is always the scary part. Oh, the timing. Are they going to check behind him?
No way!
Right in there. There's the kill on 1. Is he realizing Master's there as well? He does. What a double for Shush. And now 14 seconds on the clock. The bomb is down there. How did they even get close enough to do anything with it? Drop. Oh, Frozen with the kill. But only 8 seconds. Tessus can't really escape. Robs is low on health. He's going to be going down. 3 seconds on the clock, and it's Frozen to drop last. Tessus will win the round, and Heroic, they've given away 2 rounds, but now they've taken 1 back.
What an insane round, Anders. I cannot believe. And it's almost a comedy. It's just, he just fumbles into it. Shush. He winds up in the one spot to save his team, and he wasn't even expecting them there.
Yeah, actually walked out with his back turned. And one of them was, what, in the corner setting up a...
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's just, it's fate. I'm convinced. That's it. Mousesports were, you know, it's just Heroic. Everything had to line up perfectly, and it was going against them. And then Fate was like, you know what, Shush? I think you're just going to go down there now. No reason. You just go ahead. Just check it out.
Play on instinct. I've got feeling like, all right, this is the move. Cadian out here. Wow. He looked like he was not even close to ready to take that fight. I mean, but he was.
He was. Another duel goes the way of Cadian. And again, Heroic just so consistent across the board with kills. Everybody's in the double digits. 3 of them have got 11 kills. Cadian's got 10. Stalin's got 13. It's just like, it's just so consistent across this whole team. That's been the calling card of Heroic for so long. It's just been the way that they play. There's no real gap to exploit. Whereas for Mousesports, it's still a struggle.
Look at this, pushing in, catching him. That you could tell Mouse were not expecting it. And there's actually a double push coming in from the ramp. So not only are they 5-on-3, but they've got such a read on what's happening again. Heroic should be winning this round. Just they know everything that they need to know at the moment. 40 seconds on the clock, and they can just slow this down. I mean, this whole first half has been almost excruciatingly slow. I'm so surprised that it's played out this way. Vimas will get the kill. Stown with a pretty good shot. Wall banging him down.
What?
And surprise! Through the smoke it goes. Frozen. 20 seconds here, and there's nothing really that he can do. If they don't challenge him, he's never going to be able to find all of them. So as long as they just stay behind, he just doesn't have the time for it. 13 seconds on the clock, and he's going to try and work his way in. Nice headshot. That's impressive, but Stown will still take him down 10-5 in the first half in favor of Heroic. That's a good start.
Yeah, it's bonkers. It's bonkers how that plays out. Those last couple of rounds in that half, that is going to tilt mousesports off the face of the planet, I think. Because now you're getting into this second half where, I mean, Dexter's got 2 kills, Icar's got 5 kills. I mean, they just don't quite have the firepower to match up against Heroic right now, all things being equal. And Heroic is pulling away. So double digits in this first half for Heroic. We saw earlier, though, Anders, not to read too much into that on Nuke. This is like old version of Nuke now. So it's very possible that mousesports can start getting the lockdown. But for that to happen, in order for that to happen for mousesports, they need their guys to start waking up a bit here. They need them to start actually having a bit of an impact because...
I just feel like Mouse have won all of the weirdest rounds.
Yes, exactly. It's just been weird situations. Like 2 of those rounds were pistol rounds at least.
Yeah.
You know, it's just weird rounds that you're not going to reproduce. So it's chaos. It's really just kind of having chaos break your way, and you can't rely on that. Now we get to see CT side, though.
Yeah, and Dexter's up in the hut here. He's got Bimas down below, and Frozen, I think, in mini. But they're all going to be put to the test. It's going to be really rapid as they come out. Bimas with a nice headshot. That'll slow it down. Follow up to take down Shush. It is so good for Bimas in here. He's bought all the time in the world, even a chance for a reload. He'll find a 3rd kill. Trying through the smoke. He was 1 bullet away from taking down Stown as well. But this is all fine. This should be no problem here.
Yeah, brilliant work from mousesports. 3 players on upper bomb site. They were just ready for it. If the A hit came, they had the crossfires. They were just established and ready. And now Stown is just kind of hoping to get lucky. I mean, 2 of these guys are tagged, so the Glock, the headshot could happen.
And he's hoping for a mistake, right? He's thinking, you know what? Maybe they're nervous. Maybe they're feeling the pressure. Maybe they'll come looking for me. They're not, though. And that's a good sign, right? You want to see mousesports not really scrub around like this. Although we've seen some funky rounds out of both teams. This one should be just kind of smooth sailing from here on out. I'm still so curious about the very, very slow style that we're seeing out of both these teams here so far.
I think nobody really wants to be the one to screw it up. I mean, they are on the brink. This is a winner's match right now in this group. So both of these teams have got 1 win so far. Heroic beat Tyloo earlier. I think it was like 16-12, so competitive, match where you got the jitters out of the way. Yeah. And mousesports just destroyed Sharks. So mousesports a little bit easier a start to the day. Heroic had a little bit more work on their hands. But now in this winner match, I mean, it's if you can get up 2-0 in the group already and you got nothing but winning matches after that, that's enviable. That's an enviable position to find yourself in here early on in the major. So there's a bit of pressure. But now mousesports have got the strong start here in the second half.
Tech9s to the ramp. That is a classic. They even had a Mac 10 in there. They're going to lose 1 player in the transition. That's absolutely fine. Just try and get the bomb plant down as fast as you can. That is really the objective. They're going to plant it all the way in the corner. That grenade doesn't really do too much. Kind of a classic part now. Out of the edge of the zone. And yeah, that's so far so good. Heroic, they had a plan. They followed it through. They lost 1 person in transition, and that is not an issue. Now, they need to see if they can actually hold the bomb site. They're all out to that control room side of it. You could see what the smoke does. It kind of forces them to go down towards the door. Instead, they're going to be blasting around. They're going to be wrapping the bomb site while the retake is on. They're already trying to defuse, but it is a 10-second defuse. There's a kill on 1. Oh, what a headshot from Tess's. Big double with the Tech9, and now they're going to be running out of time. That bomb is ticking away, and it's going to be the round for Heroic. What an absolutely brilliant call. That is such a clear second shot for Tessus is dead on.
That Tessus is just such a hero for the team. That's actually crazy that he managed to pull that off, Anders. He had to hit that 1 shot, deny the defuse, and that's it. It wins the round. Doesn't matter at that point. And there was no time left.
The wrapping around the bomb site, it gives them everything. They were actually so screwed on the other side because they could have just trained all of their guns on that one door opening, and they would have been sprayed down. They couldn't really get through the smoke up in the control room, so it would have been so obvious what was happening. And then somehow they just make that call, and it's the perfect call at the moment. And then Tess is on top. Wow, 11-6, heroic. That, I mean, that's a round you're not expecting to win.
No, indeed. No, indeed. That is just a breath of fresh air as far as Heroic are concerned, because they were, I'm sure, just kind of preparing themselves mentally for the slog of dealing with the mousesports that's got the strong start, that are going to be fully bought up. And yet there's the gamble paying off where, you know, this is why some teams elect to almost always go for the Force Buy. It's just, you get the Tech 9s, you get the Deagles, the Kevlar, you're so dangerous still. If you can be quick onto a site and then just keep that pace on your side of things, you're so dangerous. Oh, this is crazy.
Just Mac 10. Jumping out. Dexter with the headshots, though. Could he find another one? He's still down there. I don't know if he's even had a chance to reload yet. There's a flank from Rainfresh. Really well done.
Wow.
Cadian covering the high ground. 1 versus 2 for Frozen. It's doable. It's possible. Dexter, though. He's dangerous behind there. He's not had the best game so far, but in the pistol round he did something at least, and a couple of kills here with the deal. Needs to be as that A anchor, right? That's what you want.
Well, they realize now that the bomb is going to get planted B. Still a winnable situation here for Frozen. It's not all done yet. We saw how lethal his deal can be.
Yeah.
And this would be a typical mousesports kind of round to win. Yep, there he goes. Oh, I believed for a second there, Anders. I believed.
Oh, you could see how they lined up.
Yes.
That is such a bolo play coming out from Frozen, but yeah, it wasn't meant to be. 12-6 heroic. They are 4 rounds away. They're looking really good right now. Everyone on the team right now has it high up. There's no one that's really slacking. On the other side, it is still Dexter and Acor that are at 4 and 6 kills, which is kind of a little bit unacceptable. Need to pump up those numbers.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Gotta pump up those numbers. Maybe get a little bit of a hum going, a chant, you know?
Whatever it takes, man.
Yeah.
That's what you need, then do it. Refreshers walking down and checking. They just only have pistols on the mouse side, so stacking the ramp. But probably not going to be the outcome that they're expecting here. Yeah, they're going to be down below. They're going to be checking. They should find an empty bomb site. And even if that ramp is essentially B bomb site adjacent, it's not the same, right?
No, not quite. And Cadian is actually in a golden position here. With the Mac 10, loads of targets are going to go swinging on him. He's going to get 2 kills, $1,200 in his pocket. Oh, wow, and he even just gets out of dodge.
And he's realizing, he's like, you know what? There's a lot of people there. Why give it up so easily?
I don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to keep farming money to make my AWP.
Yeah. Just reload the Mac 10, Katie, and you've got all day now. Don't need the Deagle at all.
They do have to remember that they do need to plant the bomb at some point.
Yeah.
35 seconds, and the bomb has not been planted yet. So let's remember that, lads, that you do need to get the bomb planted. 30 seconds, and there we go.
This game has been so weird. I wouldn't even count it out. Frozen, Cadian, he gets spotted. So he's been waiting there for so long, and he doesn't get the reward anyway. That's unfortunate.
The Frozen does. I mean, Cadian had a deagle.
Yeah, but does he want it?
Doesn't look like it.
Tess's is down there, and it's just a question of timing, really. Gonna be trying to make his escape. Frozen, I think he just wants to make it expensive more than anything else.
Wait.
He doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't realize. No.
Ooh, tries to make the jump down. They probably heard that. Yeah, they're not going to be surprised. They see it coming. Frozen still doing a fine job. Tess's.
No way.
1 health. Oh, wow. They actually don't have that much money. Tess's, if he had died then, it actually would have made a sizable difference in this game. 13-6. Mouse are going to be back with some more rifles, including that AWP on Acor. That, again, I really like Acor's AWPing, but we need to see him come out in a massive way on the CT side.
He needs to begin locking it down right now, but it's so difficult to do that, to have a dominant off on Nuke. It's by no means easy. You can. I mean, we saw how fast Searson could be with Big, and you know the impact that he was getting in that second half earlier. But it's really difficult. And so now, you know, a lot of pressure on Acor to come up with the goods. His team absolutely need him to step up. Nice little molly delayed there, and that's actually going to, yeah, exactly, cause Refresh to peel off instead of committing to Secret.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to try and find his way around that position, maybe around the smoke or something, but kind of just hanging out in the yard for the minute. The rest of them expecting some kind of aggression coming out, but it's just Acor on top of the box. See how quick he's going to be if they decide to jump for it. And again, another slow round here. Everyone is just playing this style right now. Very interesting.
It's just waiting and holding angles. Playing chicken. I mean, it's old Na'Vi.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like it. I mean, it's been proven many times it can work, right?
Oh, yeah.
Most teams are usually not playing quite like this. Dexter taking down Frozen with the follow-up kill. It is looking really good for the defense right here, and catching KDM with a nade in hand. Dexter is everywhere. Solid defense being put up by him. That's a nice triple to add to his scoreline, and it's going to be 13-7. That was a much needed round out of Mouse, and it's gonna. I was gonna do some damage to Heroic. I expect they'll still pull off a buy here, because really only Stown is the one that's lacking some money, so you might as well go for it.
Without a doubt.
Step in the right direction, though.
I mean, it's if mousesports can start getting some confidence going. I mean, we saw just what's possible on the CT side of Nuke. You can run it back, and if you start to cause Heroic to start doubting themselves, I mean, anything is possible here for mousesports. They've got the firepower. So, and if Dexter's going to start waking up and locking down that upper site, that may, you know, encourage Acor to start waking up and hitting some shots of his own. And then, you know, before you know it, you're back in this game. So, Acor currently on the hunt outside. Not going to find any targets just yet. Although it is looking like it's going to develop that way. He is going to get a chance here as the smokes come through. Another one set up. Clever, nasty. That is a nasty smoke.
Yeah, if you try and make that run, you're going to be shut down. Frozen and Bimasa really the two top fraggers right now for mousesports, though, which is, I don't guess that's not too, you know, curious that they are really good. Robs is not that far behind either. If that trio gets fully up and running, I mean, that's going to be lethal to Heroic.
Without a doubt.
Acor, he's still holding that angle, still ready and waiting for it. Frozen's out there with him, with counter Molotov, and Frozen's just taking a peek. Spotting, I think, a couple of people at least, so they have some information. Flashed into the fight once again. We're at 40 seconds, less than 40 seconds, and Heroic are just, they're kind of weirdly stuck out in the yard. They're going to start to run, making a lot of noise, and that becomes predictable. Frozen able to do a lot of damage, nearly killing Refresh in the interim. It's now 24 seconds. They have to run the whole way. They have to signal that they're coming because they can't really slow it down. 19 seconds now on the clock. They need to get down to this bomb site and put this bomb down before they just lose the round to time. Robs will be there to take care of Tessus, and he's actually going to get shot in the back. Cadian making his way out. 8 seconds on the clock. Nice shot from Acor, but the bomb is being planted inside of that smoke. He just couldn't know that. A kill from Dexter makes it a 2-on-3.
Leaving Cadian all by his lonesome, essentially, to do the majority of the lifting here. Dexter trying to tap, trying to get a response. Cadian not biting just yet. This is crazy. 20 seconds left, and there's Cadian. Spots it out, gets this info on the second player as well. Knows that Acor is coming in from ramp, and they know that there's a man on the bomb site. It's all on Cadian.
Oh, what a play from him. He's still baiting it out. He's back for more. He's reloading while actually still peeking him. Dexter! He just wants to find him, but it's too late. He can't do it any longer. Time has run out, and Cadian, what an absolutely godlike round from him. A quad kill, getting him up to 20 total. And that's a stolen round. They had no business winning this round.
They cut it down to the finest of margins, playing it so patiently outside in the yard. Mouse used that trick smoke twice. Heroic patiently waited that out, then set up their smoke wall with 30 seconds left in the round. That's not something you see every day. Run all the way down.
It's the running part that really confuses me, right? Because that is, you know, that's just signaling the whole way. That's just a giant parade. You're just running through the whole map. Everyone knows you're coming. They can hear it all the way through. And yet they, I mean, and you saw it was Robs that was down there. He got one kill on Tessus, I believe.
And then Cadian traded him.
Cadian traded him. But it seemed like, again, the signaling should have been there for Mouse to have better positions than they actually had. And then the bomb plant inside of the smoke even, because otherwise the AWP was covering it. Everything about this is just out of control. 14-7, mousesports, what a gut-wrenching round to lose, because that was definitely theirs to win right there. Now we're back, Mac 10 on refresh, kind of guessing the economy of Mouse. They could be getting to 15 without really having to do too much here.
Woo!
Okay.
What was that? Oh, Mac 10 at range.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Sometimes it just be like that. Just nothing you do about
Jumping headshot Mac 10. Okay.
it.
Refresh.
Delicious.
You do you.
It's an acquired taste, I'll have to admit it. Not everyone appreciates it, but
The thing is, though, is that mousesports, I mean, they need to put up at least a little bit more of a fight than this, because this is a dumpster scoreline. Like, this is, you know, seven is the agreed on number where it's like if you get 6 or 7 or less, you know, that's you just got dumpstered.
it's true. It's just that the rounds that they've been both winning and losing, none of them have been normal. It's all been this really weird stuff. I'm actually kind of struggling to understand what's happening. Where's the normal Counter-Strike gone?
It's crazy that this game has been so tense, considering the firepower that mousesports are bringing to the table, and the quality of rounds that they've been winning. It's so weird, and yet here we have Heroic, you know, 14-7. They're about to crunch onto this B site. Romps just overwhelmed instantly. Not a chance.
Not a lot they could have done there.
And Acor has just not brought anything to the table here. 7 kills on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely nowhere near enough. And on a map like Nuke, I mean, on Nuke as an AWP player, if you're playing that heaven, hell, ramp outside position, it's the only map that I can think of where you can basically be everywhere with the AWP. It's so versatile. All you have to do is like climb up and down that ladder, and you're basically all over the map, right? So it's kind of an AWPer's paradise in some weird sense. Maybe even more so than a lot of other AWPing maps that people think about, because you can just be that many places on the CT side. So yeah, you have a player like Acor, you want that output. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be another round, predictably so. 15-7. Heroic one step away here from taking it away against mousesports, which I think that'd be a big team to win against right now for Heroic.
Certainly. I mean, mousesports are one of the threats in the group. If you were to take a win against them, and a decisive win at that, we'll put it that way, a decisive win, I mean, that's really just going to bolster Heroic's confidence going into the remaining match that they will have for a chance in the next stage of this major. So for Heroic to be in this position right now, it's terrific. Whereas for mousesports, I mean, it's still going to put them 1-1. They're not going to be going home just yet, but it is a bit of a reality check where it's like, okay, this is the upper limit of what's going on in this group, and this is the gap that we have to close. So, you know, mousesports are getting their bells rung right now, and that's never a fun experience. So now, let's see.
It isn't. Yeah, they're going to have to wake up. They'll bring it back. Robs, that's a pretty good spray down. We'll count that kill that Cadian got on Shush as Robs's. Basically a triple for him before he fell, but still, 4-on-2 right here. Tessa's making wild jumps outside. That's not the standard stuff. Frozen, not impressed at all with his shenanigans. He's down on his own. 1 versus 4. So just a good defense from Robs there.
And yeah, okay, Heroic wanting to end it quick, and they actually go for a more aggressive round, and we kind of saw the exact same thing from Copenhagen Flames earlier. So, you know, fair enough. It's a thing. It can happen. But
you see that finishing line, you're like,
yeah, you're just like, oh, come on, Blaze, let's just get it across, and then
run for it. You got to be careful. We've all seen those videos on YouTube where people are celebrating early in the bike race and fall, and then
or
painful.
The main one is like the marathons, and then you know you got that person who's just sprinting and just makes it past them at the last possible second.
Yeah.
That.
While you're like waving to the camera, it's like, I did it,
and then it's like, no, you didn't.
19.
Get wrecked.
Well, Stan has managed to make his way down. He's actually still playing for this round, which in itself is kind of impressive. Molotov is up. Oh, he's already out. I don't think he realized that was like a magic trick from Stan's point of view. He's like, wait a minute, I just Molotov that. He has to come off it. Doesn't get another kill, but that's impressive. I think many players at that moment would have been like, you know what? I'm never even getting close. I'm just going to try and hide with the AK, you know?
Yeah. For him, I guess it's just, at that point, it's going to be a buy round. Their money is good enough for a buy, so he's probably just thinking, if I can take another rifle off of these guys, that's good. And that is it, the reality. So, you know, it means that Frozen isn't, Well, he's actually going to have enough for some nades, so it should be all right. A fully equipped mousesports here against a pretty fully equipped Heroic. We get another round of timeout called by Heroic, and it's worth mentioning that they have a coach Heroic for this event, and a legendary player, at least in the shape of Exist, who has been brought down from the north to help Heroic here in the major to provide that coaching assistance. So I'm curious if he's having any input here in these timeouts.
I like that idea. Down from the so it seems like they've gone out into the wilderness, like in a snowed-in cabin to find him. They had to get
you're up in Umeå, man. You know, it's proper northern Sweden.
To walk through the deep snow, like knock on his door, and
oh yeah,
sisters out there meditating on Counter-Strike the whole time. Frozen, bit of a long-range fight. He's gonna catch Shush as he tries to walk off the silo outside. But there's a return kill. Frozen also goes down. Tessus and Cadian both are fairly low on health here.
What was that? How do they get Dexter? Where did Dexter die? Was he pushing Hut? Looks like
I think he was, yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's an unfortunate turn of events for mousesports now.
Yeah, not what they were looking for, though. Again, with the health, it could still work out for them. Heroic have decided to play. Well, they're playing this one slowly again, which seems to be pretty much par for the course here. Acor walking up scope. This is one of those plays where you cannot really unscope once you're this deep in, because that'll give away the position. So you just have to play it cool. Stown is probably going to be found here. Ooh, Cadian goes down. They will get the kill that they needed, and on Stown as well. But the bomb side is still open for business here. So it's still a 2-on-2. Bomb is going to be planted. They're too far away to stop it. That smoke otherwise doesn't provide that much coverage. Nade right on refresh. So now Tessus, no nades left on him. What can he do? He's in the vent hoping to catch someone, at least make it a 1-on-1. They have a smoke and a Molotov both. So if they find his position, they can use those nades to just get rid of him. They're going to guess one of them behind the silo down below on B. But that wasn't his position at all. Second smoke actually going to be for the door instead of the bomb. That's a bit interesting. He can still spray right through this. They tap it. He doesn't actually bite. He doesn't think they're still redoing it. There's the spray through. He gets one more of them. And a spin around there. It should be enough time for Acor to get the defuse. That is really close, though. It will be Mouse to win a 9th round, but man, he was low on health.
6 health, Anders. 6 health left on Acor in that clutch. Hard to cut it any closer than that.
One bullet to make the difference, right?
That's it.
That would have been it.
So crazy. Such a close run thing from Heroic, and they are just such a threat to mousesports. Mousesports just cannot catch a break. It's not like they're getting any easy rounds here. Heroic are just smashing them and just so close to actually winning this map. So there's... Okay, we will get some smokes out in the yard here from mousesports. That's a different take on things. That'll slow down any kind of shenanigans out there from Heroic. So you can see Refresh kind of waiting around, seeing if anybody... That's the beauty of these smokes, because Refresh is just sitting here thinking, okay... are they pushing? Is there anybody out here? And so that is burning very valuable time off the clock.
Yeah, he does not want to try and test that.
Yeah, only now do his teammates show up to start backing him up. And you do have the drop down on, so slowly you can see how they're slowly getting some control here, Heroic out in the yard.
I like this play, though. Frozen, they're well aware that he could be out here. He's a little bit on his own. Acor is over by Hell at the moment. But can he actually be put into play? He's smoked off right there. They're going to try and fan out outside. And Acor will find Tess. This is a good start. Frozen is going to be going down. So it's an even trade. And do you really want to challenge Acor at this moment? Even though he's not had the most impressive game yet. Still all but range like this. Stown and Refresh are both very low on health. And he's just slowly backing up. I'd say, yeah, just leave it. It doesn't really matter. Let them have it if they want it. There's another kill for Acor. He's got the M4 behind him. And they're going to be cleaning this one up so easily. Great stuff from Robs and Acor. That's a good combination. Acor with a triple. It's 15-10.
There we go. And yeah, it's a personal point of pride for Robs. He's not going to go down without a fight. 19 kills on the board for him. Around 100 ADR. I mean, he's in there. He's in the thick of it, trying to make the difference for mousesports. And that's a nice 1-2 combo. I really love to see that combo when it gets set up and working, where you have the bait and switch. Yeah. You think it's an op, but it's actually an M4. And so you're just peeking in a completely different way. But again, we're going to see that same smoke getting thrown down here by Rops. And so you see how that sets it up again. They are really trying to make use of this smoke out here and keep Heroic guessing on this T side. And you saw how somebody had also dropped another smoke there so that Rops could throw it again.
Yeah, they practiced that a lot. It's really impressive. There goes another one. Just
Same thing.
Just a challenge all the time, right? Saying if you want to try and be fast out here, you're going to have to run with your legs sticking out from under that smoke. And as long as we have an AWP, even without one, it's still really, really effective, right?
It's very cool. That's the kind of clever stuff that we've seen for a long time. I mean, the first smoke that comes to mind was the car, top banana car smoke that Pronax was using. Actually, wasn't it mousesports that actually used it in a worthless online game, and Pronax was raging because they used it before the major? Now that I remember it, you remember that one way? Top of banana on the car?
What a throwback.
Yeah. All right, so mousesports up to their same shenanigans. At least this time they waited to the major.
Yeah, that's where you want to use it. Bimas spray down is in effect. Frozen is there with the MP9, and it's going to be a triple for him. And a clean and fast round here. 15 to 11. 4 more rounds for mousesports to get it into overtime. I feel like that would be a good way to end it there, you know? Just get in that overtime. Terry hasn't had that yet, I think. So let's try and see if we can get there. Double orb now on the CT side. AK in the hands of Frozen. It's all lined up. All of the stars are aligning for mousesports right now. They're in such a good position to actually get this overtime. Here's the run again, man.
Yeah.
What a geek.
What a geek,
in the
Frozen.
best possible way. It's a compliment.
Alright, let's see. This is it now. And once again, refresh out in the yard, chilling. But his teammates are geared up to go right through here towards ramp, and there is no presence for mousesports on ramp at all. They do have players close enough to hear these footsteps, though.
Yeah. And again, getting ramp is... It's not even getting half the way there. There's still a lot of work to be done. But they're going to be dropping down. Are they just going to go for it? They could just explode onto this. If they smoke off control and just kind of put the pressure on, Robs is going to have a harder time putting this AWP to use. Yet there's the smoke for the control room. He's opening up the doors, but again, that position could also just get smoked, and they probably have enough to do it. No, the Molotov's left. Oh! Oh no! He just trucks him. What a disgusting play. Wallbang not doing much of anything here. The bomb is going to be planted. Heroic. That one lightning headshot coming out from Tessus could have just been what won them the map. Bimas, he's ready. But he needs some backup here. Setting up a little bit of pressure from the ramp as well. Bimas is down. Shush with the headshot. Oh, it's unraveling. It's not looking good for mousesports. They're running out of units here. It's just going to be Dexter going down. And Acor falls as well to Katie. And Frozen the last one in. And it's down to bring him down. It's 16-11. Heroic find a way through. It took everything, but... Man, that shot from Tessus, that was devastating.
That has got to be one of the filthiest shots of the day. Instant death.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's holding that line with an AWP. I actually thought they were just going to smoke it off and be like, yeah, whatever, just smoke it, let it go. And he's like, no. Just shuts down. What a play.
Just crouches right into it. And I'm guessing he sees that door open, so he's thinking somebody's got to be there. But still, to hit that so clean, just instant death. There wasn't anything that they could do. And that kind of just tells you the story of this this map. I mean, it feels like Heroic were in the driver's seat the entire time.
They were, and I think in terms of player performance, not that that was the only thing that made a difference, but everyone from Heroic showed up. mousesports really had 3 out of 5. Dexter and Acor for a long time were not really present to the level that they needed. So that's kind of what's happening there. Both teams played it really slowly on that T side, which, I mean, again, that's just something we've seen today on Nuke. At least we only have a sample size of 2, but it's still interesting to see that kind of a play. I think Heroic did something very smart at the end here when they just needed 1 or 2 more rounds. They were really excited to go find picks and yard. They're like, this is where we can... We're not suffering any kind of crazy spray downs coming through the squeak door or the HUD or anything. Let's just go yard and look for fights and see if we can negotiate a 3-on-3 afterwards if we get there.
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable way to play it.
I mean, it really feels like we just got textbook Heroic in this match, because not only that, but also just to bring it back to the kills, this is what makes this team so powerful, is that there is nobody that's lagging behind.
Yeah.
Every step of the way, it's just so even in terms of kills. You can count on everybody for clutches, you can count on everybody to open it up, you can count on multi-frags from everybody. It's just insane the level that these guys bring to the server, and that's what makes them such a a dangerous team and why they were sitting around the top of the pack for so long. It's just that you can't sleep on them, and there's nobody that you can really just, you know, in the way that for Astralis, like, where does Lucky play on the map and how do we punish him? It feels like that's very hard to do with Heroic because there isn't really that weak guy you're going to be like, you know what, let's go and bully that guy because which one? Who are you going to go for?
They are all playing really well. Remember Tessus was the guy that got the Tech-9 kill on the bomb defuse right then as well, so, and he got that last shot on Rock.
Tessus is sick.
Yeah,
he's such a monster for this team.
Really cool stuff. You have to appreciate that. What a victory for Heroic. They're looking good in the group so far. mousesports a little bit missing on this particular map, but you know, they still have a chance. They can still obviously make it back, so so don't fear. That's going to be actually the end of it. End of today at least, but the majors finally started, so we'll see you guys. We have the desk ready, I believe, as well, so just don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.